Hey, everybody. It's Radish Boy. Just a fair warning. This video isn't going to be really about RuneScape. It's going to be about kind of like some mental health. So if you're just like, yo, no thanks, just go ahead and click off. I'm obviously playing on 3 different accounts right now for like the goldfish people that just need something to focus on. But if you want to know, I just need to explain something. I need to explain something a little bit about me. I don't know if this is in that like self-help, mental health, baloney, which is not baloney, but I don't know what else to say with that. Then listen up. I'm just gonna explain some things to better understand, because it might affect. I don't know how long it's gonna affect, but I would say growing up, I did this thing where I would always like have an idea, and I'd be really pumped about it, and then I would like do that idea until I got like some sort of dopamine release from it, and then like I would just like lose interest. And as I grew up, I think I had an ability to like entice other people to get them excited as well, which would then feed my dopamine more. But eventually it all kind of happened the same way, where like I would do the same thing. I would lose interest, and then it would like, everything would like cave in, and then I would kind of think that whole like, man, I never really complete anything, and I hate that. I hate that about myself. So I did really, really good at trying to eliminate that part of who I am. And I would say probably for like the last 4 years, like I kind of did that. It was still evident in my life, like my wife saw it with maybe like little hobbies and whatnot, but for like the overarching scale of like my career, stuff like that, like that didn't happen. And I give praise to like becoming an adult and like having children and people rely on you. It kind of matures you whether you like it or not. If you choose to. Some people, I guess, are still shitters that have kids and wives and stuff. But I digress. I would say this probably started when the hardcore, the pet guy died, right? So most of you are like, dude, it's a video game, it's okay. It is a video game, and that's totally fine. However, for me, it was this entire path of like where content was going. My entire career was kind of wrapped around that account, and then I didn't really start to think of like what's another idea to do. Now, however, inside, if you follow the pet guy's like story, or like how his account has grown over the the last like 2 years, we've changed things and made subtle differences in like its restrictions and rules, but the overarching image was relatively still the same. That being said, once the account died, I just didn't know like what am I gonna do. Like I lost, like I just didn't have a path to travel. And so I tried little things here, and I got some success with stuff, and then I tried little things here, and I got some success with that. And then I had an idea, like there was a big like movement to this Iron Man mode. I was like, ooh, I'm all about this. I'm in. I spent like 20 hours editing a video, and I did all that, and there was like a great response. Thank you for all of the new people that have come in because they like that idea. But then because of an oversight by it was my fault, within that 7-day timer, there's something different, like the time zones versus like their days and our days. So like the Iron Man mode was like de-ironed 14 hours early automatically. And again, I hit that like, damn it. Like I was so like, that was it. I knew like I can carry this for a long time. And in between there was the speedrun hardcore, which we're still doing. And I enjoy doing that. I just think I'm in a weird position with it right now, and I don't really know how to like move forward, but be it entertaining. Now, that being said, I've dabbled in PvP, I've dabbled in PvM, some higher end PvM stuff. I've seen my friends go from like what they would consider like horrible PvMers to like incredible PvMers. And I tried to like kind of gather and look at where my skill has gone. And I just feel like I haven't made any improvements. And that to me was a big problem. So that on top of multiple failed ideas or the lack of like pushing through to completion started to like really fucking hit me hard. And I noticed I started to get into that spiral of like self-doubt, really shitty like self-value, like what is it, like negative self-talk. Like I was there, and I've been in that for like a couple months now. Yesterday I started my stream. I was talking to Afzal, who's got this really cool thing that he's doing, and I was chatting with him, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in the game. I don't know what to do like with my career. I don't know what to do. So I defaulted to like, let's just start stream by playing music. Like I did that for years as a living, like 6 years. There was, again, because I was involved, there's ups and downs. There was some, people that were super supportive and loved it. And so I started the stream with music, and it was good. And there was people that are like, bro, like, I didn't know you could sing, and I didn't know, like, that's all that feels good. Like, right. That's nice. It's nice to hear compliments. But I then dabbled in a few songs that I didn't do that good. And I knew I was going like, I was getting so mad at myself. I was getting so mad at the fact that like, why is it that I'm just good enough to catch people's attention? Or I'm just good enough for people to believe in me, but I'm not good enough to like see it through. And it's like my brain was specifically designed to be like a dopamine thirst trap, right? Where it's like, hey man, this is a really fucking cool idea. Are you ready to do it? And I'm like, oh bro, I'm so ready to do it. And then we do it. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you don't have the skills or the talent set to actually do it. I was just kidding. And then it would pull out, right? My brain. The stream was an hour long yesterday. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. But what I do know is that I've never taken this approach. I've never taken this approach where I just like face it head on and I'm like, yep, that sucks. Because what I know it's done in the future, or excuse me, what I know it's done in the past is it's completely like derailed and ruined everything I've tried to build, right? If it was with a career in the past, with a relationship, with all of that stuff, this like, it's such a toxic mentality, and I know I'm like on that teetering point. So I want to just be open with it. Okay, so there's that. That's me. This is me, because I'm always open. I'm always trying to be like transparent, because I want people to see maybe if there's somebody that like looks up to me or sees like something that I've gone through and they're like, dude, you kind of came out of it like pretty well. Like, obviously I want that for myself, but I want other people to realize that I'm a human, right? I try my best at like always having a positive mentality, but I know that that takes practice. It's not something that is like just inside of me. Like, it takes work to do that. And right now it's just really strenuous. You know, if this thought process of remaining positive in all things was a muscle, then right now it's freaking tired. And I'm having a hard time doing that. I'm having a hard time doing it. And I don't know why. And I think that's the most frustrating thing. It's the most frustrating thing. But I know that, like, through wanting to be open and stuff about this, like, I also am, I just freaking wasn't paying attention. Okay, so, I just probably cut the video because I got on some spiral that didn't really matter. Anyways, just an update.